Greetings to all. Welcome to Future Officers Academy. Today we are going to see the hot topic of the year, Day 8. What are the topics today we are going to cover are the first topic is about National Commission of Safai Karamcharis and the second is International Financial Service Center Authority. Now we'll move on to the topics. National Commission for Safai Karamcharis. What it says about in accordance with the National Commission Safai Karamcharis of Act 1993, it was the mission of advising the government on particular initiative for the welfare of Safai Karamcharis. This act was no longer in force as February 29, 2004. Following that, the NCSK's term as non-statutory body was periodically extended by resolution. It looks into specific grievance cases, assesses the welfare programs currently in place for Safai Karamcharis and more. In accordance with the Prohibition of Employment as Manual Scavengers and their Rehabilitation Act 2013, this has been tasked with overseeing the Act implementation, providing advice to the center and state government on how to implement it effectively, and investigating complaints pertaining to acts, violence, or non implementation. The Commission's chairperson and members traveled the nation extensively in order to research the socio-economic circumstances and standard of living of Safai Karamcharis and their dependents. The Commission urges the relevant authorities to provide factual reports regarding these complaints, petitions, and puts pressure on them to address the concerns of the impacted Safai Karamcharis. Now, what all the status of this is? In the last 10 years, 631 people have lost their lives in the nation while clearing septic tanks and sewers according to this Act 2020 data. The most deaths from is manual scavenging occurred in 2019 compared to previous 5 years. Nearly 110 workers lost their lives while clearing septic tanks and sewers. Comparing this to 2018, there were 68 cases similar to the deaths as 61% it gets increased. According to data gathered in 2018, UP has the highest number of manual scavengers of any state in India at 29,923 peoples. Now, what are all the related schemes are there for this act? The first act is Prevention of Atrocities Act. The next one is Safai Mitra Suraksha Challenge. The next one is Swachhta Abhiyan app. Next, National Safai Karamchari Finance and Development Corporation. Now, what are, these are all the recent schemes. Now, what the Supreme Court took the decision on this is a Supreme Court ruling in 2014 mandated that the government identify every person who has perished while working on sewage systems since 1993 and give their families compensation of rupees 10 lakh each. Act of 2013 prohibiting the employment of manual scavengers and providing for their rehabilitation. The act forbids building unsanitary land tires, hiring people to perform manual scavenger work, and cleaning septic tanks and sewers by hand without safety gear. No individual, local government. The septic tank cleaning machinery is the recommended standard. It aims to give manual scavengers alternative employment opportunities and rehabilitation. The surveying of unsanitary latrines within the respective jurisdictions is the responsible of each local authority, cantonment board and railway authority. They will also build several hygienic public restrooms. It is tenant's responsibility to pay for the conversion on demolition of any unsanitary landfill. The local government will convert the latrines and collect the cost from him if he doesn't comply. There has been a bill introduced called Prohibition of Employment as Manual Scavengers and their Rehabilitation Amendment Bill 2020. Now, that is about the National Commission for Safai Karamchari. And next topic is about International Financial Service Center Authority. Now, how it has been established. The International Financial Service Center Authority Act 2019, that is IFSCEA Act 2019, created the body as a statutory body. What body it is? Statutory body to oversee and develop financial service, financial products and financial institutions located at the Indian International Financial Services. Now, what is the background of this IFSC is? Before IFSC was established, the business in IFSC was governed by a number of regulators including RBI, SEBI, Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority and IRDAI. But in order to make it easier for business operating in IFSC to function, inter-regulatory coordination with regard to current regulations governing business in the IFSC was essential. To the end, the GUI established IFSCA. What are the roles and other functions of the International Financial Service Center Authority is? The International Financial Service Center in India uses a single unified authority for development and supervision of financial institution, financial service and financial product. A world-class regulatory environment and ease of doing business in IFSs are the goals of the dynamic nature of business in it, which demands a high degree of inter-regulatory coordination with the financial sector. Also, its primary goal is to forge strong international ties, concentrate on the requirements of the Indian economy and act as an international financial hub for the region and the world economy at large. The powers of IFSCA is it is extensively authority to regulate financial products, financial services and financial institutions under Section 13 of IFSC Act. This class gives the authority to regulate securities, banking, insurance sectors in India in the same way as suitable regulators like SEBI, RBI, PEFTRA, and IRAI. Among the key responsibilities are overseeing the operations of stock exchanges and brokerages within the IFSCs. By establishing prudential regulatory standards for IFSC banking units and facilitating the establishment alternative investment funds within IFSCs. What are the composition of IFSCA is the GOI will appoint full-time member to serve the chairman person of IFSCA. It will also include Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Finance officials nominated by the Government of India, one member each from RBI, SEBI and other departments. The Government of India based on selection committee's recommendation. Depending on what the Government of India thinks appropriately, these members may be appointed as full-time or part-time members. Who are the funding sources of this IFSA is Government of India has authority to give this any amount of money it sees fit. Additionally, the International Financial Service Center Authority Fund will be established and all grants, fees, charges and amounts received by the authority will be credited to this fund as determined by the Government of India. Now, what are these functions done by this? 8 financial service and financial institutions in the IFSC's work to advance and manage financial product, to oversee financial service, financial institution and final products in IFSC that were approved by any regulator such as RBI, SEBI and etc. To oversee financial service, financial institution and financial goods within IFSC as periodically announced by the Government of India. That's all from our today's topics. To get this PDF download, you can get through our Telegram channel. The link will be provided in the description. Thank you.